you tried to read on your own, whatever it was, and just ethics. So
Maybe her speaker or something?
okay, but it's fine now. So, okay, Sarah.
Yes.
What is your process like? So you get the script, you start looking at the character. What is your process like in terms of how you become the character and prepare yourself to audition?
I incorporate a lot of different techniques. I've studied kind of like every technique there is. And the thing that works best for me is kind of like an Adler-based approach, which is utilizing the imagination and creating a really, really specific backstory. So I get a script, I get the scenes. First thing I do is read the script, and then I create this backstory. So I figure out, where this person's from, what her childhood was like, what her friends were like, what her marital status is, does she have a boyfriend, all these details of the backstory. And I create that very, very, very specifically. And then I take that and I just sort of apply it to each scene and see like, okay, how does her background influence the way she's going to act in each scene? And that's, overall kind of my approach. Now, granted, for an audition, you don't necessarily have the time to do all of that, so I'll kind of do the broad strokes, just figure out the most important things about the backstory. And then I use my imagination to kind of imagine how somebody would be in the given scenario and go from there.
Got it. Excellent. Quite excellent. Who else? Okay, sounds like a train for some reason. What, besides Babysitter Wanted, obviously, what was one of your most favorite parts you ever played?
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, now I can hear you.
All right. Besides Babysitter Wanted, what was one of your most favorite parts that you ever played?
Gosh. Well, I did a movie last summer with Richard Gere, and I played a girl who gets kidnapped and sold into like a prostitution ring. Like, it was quite a dramatic role. But I loved doing it because it was so far out of my comfort zone, and I had a lot of scenes with Richard Gere, which was really, really, really cool. And we shot on location in this like really rough part of Brooklyn, and just getting to work with him and getting to do something so different was really fun. Like they did all the special effects makeup where I had like track marks on my arms, and I had been beaten up, and I was a mess. I was a total mess. And that movie's coming out in a couple months, and I think that was a pretty unique experience just because of the cast, and I've never played a role like that before, and there's something kind of fun about playing somebody that's completely different from you.
And what's the name of that movie? The name of that movie. What is that name? The name?
Brooklyn's Finest.
Okay. Okay, also because again, with students, and I know that you, like me, got our Screen Actors Guild card maybe a long time ago. Can you talk a little bit about that, about SAG, about, and again, how, as an actor, just what are some of the things you need to do to deal with that?
I got my SAG card because I got like a small little part on a TV show, and I think I did 2 episodes, and so it gave me enough vouchers, I think that's how it works, to join the union. But I think that they made it pretty, not easy, but not too difficult to join SAG. You do have to become a member of SAG at some point to work, but I think the way it works is if you do enough union jobs, I think it's only a couple, then they give you vouchers, and then when you have enough vouchers, I think they only require like 2, you can join the union. But they made it so that it's not terribly difficult. So you can do that through extra work, like you can actually get your vouchers by doing extra work. And if you want to do that, I think there are like specific casting agencies where you would just give them all your information, and you'll fit a certain type, and they'll call you and bring you in for things that you're appropriate for. And if you're working on SAG movies, you can actually get your union card that way. And then once you're in the union, it's pretty awesome just because they protect you and they have all these special things, you know, if you have to travel certain ways, have certain hotels and minimum wages.
You get the perks.
Yeah.